Hello everyone, George here, and as you can see, we are back on F1 Clash as always. And today we are going to play the qualifying round of the British Grand Prix event. We are on a hype at the moment after finishing 49th last weekend, and hopefully this week we can perform some kind of miracle to even qualify better for this event. I'm using, as usual, Pierre Gasly and Ricciardo both at level 3, and using as well my fastest pit stop time setup with 2.97 with 110 grip and 85 power. And this setup has been amazing, honestly, in both duels and Grand Prix events. Of course, when I get to higher levels as drivers, I'm gonna change this setup, but because I'm being qualified every single race in P23 and 24, we're staying with this setup for the moment. I already played my first 2 races. We have 37 points, 12 points around Silverstone first race, decent points, but second race around Spain was on another level. We got a mixed weather race and our strategy worked perfectly. So let us carry on and hopefully we can qualify in Q2. Race 3, we have Austin, and as I said before, this is my favorite track on the game so far. It gives a massive opportunity of overtaking, especially with that long straight, qualifying in the back of the grid. That is just normal. For this race, I'm only using the self-control for Gasly just for that little bit extra fuel. I'm not trying to waste any more boosts, as I'm not even getting those numbers back from Grand Prix events. So hopefully we get a decent start here. Both of my drivers are going to the inside, nice. Up to P18 with Gasly, up to P20 with Ricciardo. We're going for our normal strategy, 3-2-3. Conserve for the first 3 laps, pit without service, boost for 2 laps, and both of my drivers. So come on, man. We lost a lot of positions. Alright then, boost for 2 laps in the middle stint on the soft compound. After that, we're just pitting with service and boosting to finish from there on the medium compound. I believe right here the team order is gonna activate and we're gonna be having a bug where the rival is about to overtake us 100%. It's just a matter of time. Actually, it's a matter of seconds. Oh my god, man. So the thing is, I did play 2 races yesterday. I could have made it. I think I could have qualified, but personally I always try and qualify in Q2 for the Champions tier. And yeah, Q2 is basically the easiest try for you, and I'm not sure if you agree with me on this, but this is what I've been personally experiencing. Q1 is always a tough session. Make sure by the way that you enter the Grand Prix in Q1, score a couple of races or score 1 race, at least a point. If you want to qualify in Q3, that is completely fine, but make sure you do score some points at least in Q1 and Q2. And basically, if you enter the Grand Prix in Q3, you will be in a sudden death group, just like I did on my mini account last weekend. And unfortunately, I entered the Grand Prix event in Q3 in Challenger and didn't even make it from the qualifying round. So we're pitting at the moment without service. We're boosting for 2 full laps on the soft compound. Hopefully we don't get stuck behind Max a lot here, because that would make us lose precious points around this track. One thing I wanted to tell you about is that I do know that I am behind schedule as uploads, and Series 8 video was supposed to be out last week. Unfortunately, Latifi had that 10% buff on his stats, so there was literally no point of making that video last week, as Latifi is going to be the main driver for Series 8, as he's a Series 7 driver. And another video was supposed to be out yesterday, but you all know, work, and there's literally nothing we can do about our jobs. And I don't basically have a lot of time recently, but we should be completely fine. I'm starting tomorrow, I believe, and daily uploads should be back, hopefully. So we're pitting at the end of this current lap. Gasly is in P18, Daniel is in P21. I don't think we're scoring a lot of points, to be honest, in this race, but I do believe that a lot of cars are gonna be pitting at the start of lap 7 and at the start of the final lap. And this is something good around the US, where you can actually gain a lot of positions at the start of the final 2 laps. But we are way back in the order, and I don't think we're gonna score more than, let's say, 10-11 points. Anything more than this, I would be happy and grateful. And yeah, all we care about is just making it to the opening round and try to make it to finals on Saturday. Hopefully we get a little bit of luck. I do know that the only time I didn't make it to the finals, that was because I was in a very tough group. But otherwise, I've been having, like, I'm not gonna be saying the easiest groups, but I'm having like decent groups, kind of easy groups, as I'm making it every single time between P40 and P50. So yeah, there is a little bit of luck over there, but all in all, we are happy with the progress. And even though I'm not that happy with how the state of the game is at the moment, but I'm seeing like some progress in the game. Some things are changing, but I'm not quite sure what they are at the moment. Like, I'm feeling that something feels different a little bit in the game, but I'm just trying to figure it out as usual. So I believe we're finishing in P18 and P19 respectively with Gasly and Ricciardo. This should be around 13 points. All right, so we got more than 10-11 points, which is always good. And we should be around like 70. No, of course not 70. We should have around 55 points at this stage. So on to the final race. Our final race is going to be around Silverstone again. We have a 60% or more chance of having a wet race, but qualifying session won't make any difference, as of course we are in the back of the grid. So I'm just hoping for a mixed weather race. That would be awesome for us. Mixed weather races have been saving me today, honestly. In race 1 we had a chance of having a wet race, but it didn't make any difference. So we're gonna be taking a gamble here. Let's stick with the softs with Gasly, mediums with Ricciardo. I'm gonna be going for the 3-2-2. Did the gamble work? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So I believe we should be able to go for 5 laps on the slicks and then go to the wet tires on our final 2 laps. And by this, like by my calculations, we should be able to gain a lot of positions, as most of the AI cars do go for a one-stop strategy around Silverstone, especially maxed level epic drivers. So I believe we should be completely fine. Gasly is in P21, and just look at Max Verstappen here. Even on the hard compound, he's just pushing and pushing and pushing, and that shows you that there is literally no solution for tire compounds and overtaking. You can be on the hard compound and overtake a lot of cars on the softs, which is crazy, I know, but yeah. Just look at this, man. Look at how aggressive he is, even on the hards. He should be at least 2 seconds slower than us. So we're going for 3 laps, as I said, pitting for new softs without service, boost for 2 laps on the softs, pit again with service this time, and we are gonna boost for our final 2 laps on the wet compound. A little bit number of cars. How many cars? 3 cars are inside the pit lane. Gasly is up in P18. Ricciardo is in P22. I even thought that Gasly is going to be up in P15, to be honest. But yeah, I'm just happy at this stage that we have like 90% chance of making it, as a lot of players are not scoring some good points, let's say. We lost the position here. I believe Mick is on the soft compound. He should be on the softs. He is. So we're pitting with Gasly. I don't want to stack at all, as I do need every single position when we cross the start-finish line at the end of this current lap here. P22, P24. I don't think we're making good progress, especially that around Silverstone overtaking is a little bit easier than last season. Game is lagging as well, but to be honest, I think that still it is nearly impossible to overtake around Silverstone. Gasly, by the way, has been amazing in duels and in Grand Prix events. I believe he's staying as a #1 driver for like a month or 2, as his overtaking is just on another level from any other driver I currently have in my roster. Some cars are indeed switching to the wet compound. Bottas, our rival, is on the wet compound. I need to cut down Ricciardo here. Let's just keep pushing Gasly. I don't think a lot, like a small number of AI cars, is gonna change to wet tires, but you can just see that the whole field basically is on slicks. So we should be gaining a lot of positions, making good progress. We still have 2 more laps. On the wet tires, we are going to have an amazing outlap. The rival is in front on the car with the hard tires, so that is amazing. At least we are in front of Latifi, I believe, of Bottas, sorry. How did I think that this is Latifi? Okay. So we should be making a lot of progress. Hopefully we don't get stuck a lot behind these slow AI cars. You can just see how fast we are at the moment. Come on, Pierre. Oh, come on, man. We're losing precious seconds here. Oh my god, bro. This is honestly on the like, if it's raining, I believe every car on the slicks, on slicks, should like nearly go forward, you know. But we should, like, by now we shouldn't be stuck behind these cars. That doesn't make any sense, because if this is the real Formula 1 championship, all of these cars on slicks should be like off track, you know. So we should go up at least to P5 at the moment, but we are about to cross the finish line here, and come on, man. All right, that is gonna be P15 for Pierre and P17 for Ricciardo. This is 18 points. I honestly thought that we would score at least around 20 to 25 points, but yeah, that is completely fine. I believe with these points we are gonna make it 100% this time. So after finishing our 4 races, we have 68 points. We are in P2, and to be honest, I believe we are 100% qualified at this stage. And basically this is gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It is completely free, and that helps me massively. And thank you so much for your support, by the way. I really appreciate every single one of you watching my videos, supporting me, and I've been trying to honestly answer every single comment. I'm sorry if I missed answering any comment, but it wasn't intentional. So until tomorrow, take care, stay safe, and peace.